mes amis. Hi guys, it's finally here. The Green Omega Seamaster diver. What a sublime watch. Hello from the Belgian countryside. Having a great time here. Eating great food, drinking great wine and beer. Kids are enjoying. I'm really relaxing. Working out, feeling good. And yesterday I went shopping to my favorite jeweler of the region. If you pass by Liège in Belgium, it's called De Sitter. The patriarch is always great fun to talk to, and he had just received about a week ago this green Seamaster, which is in such demand worldwide. Right now a bit difficult to get in Hong Kong. I'm sure eventually there will be a plenty, but there you go. I jumped on the chance, especially because I can get the VAT back. That's 21% of the price. So retails are usually slightly above Hong Kong levels, but yeah, you save a lot. And I'm gonna zoom in all the way, let you enjoy the beautiful details on the laser etched wave dial. And it's my first Seamaster. I've been Seamaster curious before. I like the early ones, which were very slim, but this one, I have to say, wears a lot slimmer than you would imagine. Really wears amazing. I've always liked the white dial version, but they're all great. The black, the blue, the gray. But this green one, the shade of green is really wonderful. Gets almost black, of course, in the shade here. But because the dial is also ceramic, you get the same shade on the dial and on the bezel, which you didn't get in the king of of the genre, the Hulk, the green Submariner of Rolex. You know, I had my chances to buy it at a small premium before things went a bit crazy, and I never went for it. Something bugged me a bit about it. Now I think it's much cooler than I thought it was, but yeah, the colors on the dial and the bezel of the Hulk of the Submariner don't match, while here you have a perfect matching. It's also a great shade. Look at here. Here it gets very seaweed green, and turn it around. Most of the time it's more dark, and a really great shade of green. I'm not that fond of green, to be honest. I don't think it works that well on the PRX, Tissot PRX, for example. I purchased it and kind of regretted it immediately. Kind of cool to own for a bit, do the review, but I'm not going to keep it. But this green here, just smashing, and the watch overall is very eye-catching. A bit too much. I tend to prefer tool watches to be a bit more like a tool, but at the same time, this is really a butch watch with a very 90s looking non-tapering bracelet. And overall, it's a bit of a bigger version of the Seamaster at 41 or 42 millimeters, but short lugs, lyre style lugs. Add a bit of bling. You see the details here on the bezel, which is not easy to grip. As you might have heard from Tim Mosso, it is not the easiest to want to grip already with naked fingers, but I can't imagine with gloves how you're going to do it. You have the protrusion here, of course, the conical shape, helium escape valve. It's part of the look. The crown guards, small crown. But yeah, it's a very manly watch. It's a James Bond watch, really. But now you have META certification, coaxial escapement, 8800 caliber, same as the one I have in my regular Seamaster, the one with the red dial that I showed you not long ago. It doesn't have the jump hour function when you travel, unfortunately, but it does have plenty of loom, really great loom. The loom is blue, only green. It's just green on the minute hand. So yeah, blue loom, just like the Rolex Chromalite. But this one here is extremely strong and stays really strong all through the night. You can see here I'm in the middle of nature, the birds and the bees and the horses. So impressive loom on this watch. My wrist is 17 centimeters, so it's just perfect for me on the larger side. But as it is a sports watch, it is just fine. If you have a smaller wrist, might not be for you. You might prefer the smaller Aquaterra, for example. And let me pause 1 second and show you the inside of the clasp, because the glide system, the quick adjustment system inside the clasp is really wonderful. I had links removed on both sides to be able to have the adjustment a bit in the middle, so you can make it really wear the watch really tight when your wrist is really cool and cold. And if it expands, you still have a lot of room. So there's a lot of travel on this clasp. Let me show that to you right now. Very smooth. You don't have to remove the watch from the wrist to operate. So it's a great system, very much recommended. And here we have the caliber 8800, sort of the bread and butter now for Omega. And you have the machine arabesque finish that we've gotten accustomed to now. Always great looking, single barrel on this one. This should be 55 hours of power reserve. So there you go. I think if you've been on the fan, so you haven't seen it in person. We saw it in person in Hong Kong not long ago. They were not available to purchase, and yeah, we all fell in love with it, and really doesn't disappoint. The ownership of it doesn't disappoint so far. It's a heavy watch. The watch itself, the watch head itself, and on the bracelet, you really, as I said, it's a manly watch. It's certainly on the heavier side, but yeah, this is the way you have to approach the watch as a heavy, dazzling sports watch. Really a great pleasure to own, and always great to purchase watches here at one of the best Omega boutiques. It's a multi-brand boutique. They are De Sitter in Liège. So do stop by. They also carry Rolex, Tudor, and yes, and it's always good to talk with the owner to get a bit of insights about his relationship with brands. Brands are demanding. They expect a lot of space for the customers, a certain design, especially Rolex, of course. So it comes at a cost for the retailer. So it has to be worth it. So I'm not going to divulge any secret. But just right now in the Rolex situation, same. The owner has to display one of each model if he has them, and can only sell one if he gets another one in stock. So obviously there's a long list, and it's very painful for them, because 100 people ask about the same watches day in, day out. Even the day dates, they don't stay long. So there's a big demand. Maybe I'll stop by again and try to try on the Air King. Very cool redesign, but for now, look, this was really the watch I was hoping to find on my trip, and I was really happy to be able to find it there. And now I'm gonna get the VAT back, so it makes it really a worthy purchase. And I'll let you know how I get on with it. Do I prefer this one to the Tudor Black Bay Pro, which I've just purchased? Well, they're very different. The Black Bay Pro, plays with the vintage cues a lot more. It's quite a bit smaller. Really been loving that watch, especially on the NATO. I think it works great with that one. I love them both equally. Very different purpose. Although the Black Bay Pro is also a diver. but also you have the GMT function, of course. All right, some spiders are starting to think that I'm a tree. This is why I'm getting out of focus. I'm going to wish you guys a great summer, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.